A history of world religion.
A brief history of world religion.
In the beginning, there were tribes. They each had their own explanations for the world around them. And as these tribes spread from Africa across the globe, these tribes, their explanations became more varied and distinct. Sometimes they clashed over territories, areas that were sacred to them. And they killed each other.
In ancient times, civilizations such as the Greeks,
The Egyptians,
Mesopotamians believed in many gods. A god for sun,
a god for rain,
a god for pastoral music, you name it. And, of course, the King of Gods,
God,
who ruled them all.
Oh,
Yep.
During this time, in the Middle East, there was a tribe that dismissed the little gods and believed in only one god. This tribe was called the Jews.
Oy vey!
But we'll get back to them.
Schlimmel?
It's Shlemiel.
Yeah, what is it?
Then, the Romans came along and appropriated the Greek gods, making them their own. And the Romans conquered pretty much everywhere, spreading their religion throughout the world.
Ooh. Now back to the Jews. In the Middle East, in the 1st century AD, there was this Jewish chap that didn't like the way things were. So, this humble carpenter's son broke away from Judaism to create his own religion.
Christianity.
Don't live!
But the Romans didn't like these religions with their singular gods, and so they killed them.
Oy vey!
But over the next few centuries, Christianity spread like wildfire. Many Roman people converted to Christianity, and in the 4th century, so did one of their emperors, Constantine.
I'm making Christianity the state religion.
Uh-huh.
Change all the pagan holidays to Christian ones.
Uh-huh.
The man on the street will never go for it otherwise.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking of moving the center of the empire somewhere nice. Like Turkey.
And what should we call it, Emperor Constantine?
How about Constantine? Opal.
Constantinople. Yeah, real catchy, sir.
Oy vey!
Sometime after the fall of the Roman Empire in the 7th century, a chap in the Middle East didn't like the way things were. So this humble spice merchant broke away from Judaism and Christianity and created his own religion.
Islam.
But the Jews didn't like this.
Don't live.
And so they killed each other.
And the Christians didn't like this either. Don't leave!
And so
They killed each other.
But this new religion spread like wildfire. And then, some 30 years after the spice merchant had died, there was a disagreement on who should succeed the leadership.
Neither accepting the other one's claim as the one true faith.
Shia, Sunni,
Shia!
And so they killed each other.
Meanwhile, there had been a rivalry between Constantinople and Rome raging for centuries. Until, in the 11th century, Christianity officially split in two.
Neither accepted the other's claim to be the one true faith.
Orthodox.
Catholic.
And so they killed each other.
Meanwhile, the Buddhists were stoical. Until there was this Catholic chap in Germany in the 16th century who didn't like the way things were. So this humble priest, Martin Luther, posted his protests on the doors of the church, calling for change within the establishment.
The church expelled him.
Right.
So he and his fellow Protestants broke away from the Catholics to create a new form of Christianity called Protestantism.
It caught on.
Protesters from various countries then broke away to their own denomination.
For various reasons.
What do you mean? The Pope won't let me divorce my wife? You know what? Forget it. I'll start the Church of England.
But the Catholics didn't like these people splitting away.
Don't leave.
Don't leave.
And
So
they killed each other. In England,
In France,
in Scotland,
in Spain,
in the Netherlands,
in Ireland.
they killed each other again and 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 again.
Right into the 20th century.
Meanwhile, just about everyone had been having a go killing the Jews.
Which culminated in the attempt to exterminate every last one of them.
And it very nearly succeeded.
Then, the Christian nations placed the surviving Jews in the Middle East, entirely surrounded by Islamic nations.
Good luck with that.
Meanwhile, in India, Hindus and Muslims were killing each other.
So the Muslims left, creating Pakistan and Bangladesh.
Don't leave.
Meanwhile, the Buddhists are still stoical.
Except in Myanmar and Sri Lanka.
And in the last several decades, have seen religious wars in the
Middle East.
Africa,
Asia.
and the rise of the new empire in response to religious extremism. So they all kill each other.
But it doesn't have to be this way.
These religions that are so close, that owe so much to each other, that come from the same place and the same people,
Should be friends, not enemies.
and what will happen next?
Can there be a happy ending?
What will be written next in the chapter?
The future is in your hands.